Okay students, now we'll start with the calculation. Calculate the centroid for the figure. So this is the figure they have given. Okay. So we have to calculate the centroid. First thing is what? Reference axis. See the reference axis? Bottom. And what is the reference axis? At the center. Here this is the reference axis. Y. They have given. Okay. Fine. For this reference axis, first point is over. Next point is what? Whether it's symmetrical about any axis or not. Cut with y plane at the center. Is it symmetrical with y plane? No. I have to calculate x bar. Now cut with x axis. It is not symmetrical. Yes, symmetrical. I think it's symmetrical. No, it is not symmetrical. So now what I should do? Y bar also I should calculate. I have to calculate x bar also, y bar also using a formula. So what is the formula? Third step. What is the third step? You have to divide into different sections. First thing is I will divide this rectangle 6 mm multiplied by this length. Okay, so what is the radius? So for this rectangle 6 mm is the length and height is 2.25 radius they have given. So this one will be 2.25 plus 2.25. Okay, so totally it will be 4.5 is the dimension. So first rectangle area is 6 into 4.5. Next triangle area 1 by 2 multiplied by 3 into 4.5. Next semicircle. What is the area of a semicircle? Pi r square by 2. That is what over here it is written. Pi r square by 2. Next is what? X1, X2, X3 we have to calculate. What is X1, X2, X3? The distance from, for the first rectangle, reference axis to local at the center. So for the rectangle at the center, what will be this distance? What will be the distance? 6 divided by 2, 3 mm. What will be the y1? Reference axis is here. So from here to at the center, what is the distance? Total is something 4.5. 4.5 divided by 2, 2.25. We got it. Okay. So now next is A1 X1 calculation. A1 X1 calculation, A1 Y1 calculation. Simple step. Next to triangle. You come to the triangle. Triangle, what is X2? Next to triangle. Okay, so triangle, what is X2? Distance from reference axis Y to the centroidal axis. Okay, so draw one to local centroidal axis for this. So from here to here is the X2. Okay. So now from here to here is the X2. So what is the distance? From here to here it is 6 mm. Plus from here to here what is the distance? B by 3. So what is B by 3? 3 by 3. So 6 plus 3 by 3. 6 plus 3 by 3. 7 mm is the X2. What about Y2 for this triangle? Y2 is distance from reference axis X to local centroidal axis XG. So what is the distance from here to here? This is the reference axis X, right? What is the distance? Already we know the formula. What is the formula? Y by 3. So what is the distance? 4.5 by 3. So now Y by 3. So 4.53. Check it over here. 4.53. Y distance. A1, X1, A1, Y1. Next, semicircle. Semicircle we need to be. Next is semicircle. Semicircle you need to be very careful. I will draw here correctly. Okay. So semicircle is like this, right? From here to here is X bar. For semicircle, from reference axis Y to the local centroidal axis YG, what is the distance? Already we know the formula, you remember? For the formula with respect to the non-symmetrical axis, what is the formula? It is 4r by 3 pi. That is what here you should write, 4r by 3 pi. What is that? X3 is 4r by 3 pi. But have you noticed that it is on the negative axis? Here is my y axis. But here is the negative axis. All this x and y will be, that is what you need. See here, in this, all this x and y axis will be, the black portion is positive axis. But this red axis will be in the negative axis. right? So what you have to put, minus 4r by 3 pi is the x3. Check it here, minus 4r by 3 pi. Okay, next is what? y3. What is y3? Next y3. What is that? Distance from reference axis x to x axis, x centroidal axis. What is the distance? At the center, if you draw one semicircle, it is both symmetrical only. Symmetrical axis means what is the formula? R formula. Is it positive or negative? That y is positive or negative? X axis means it's positive. But in case of that y, so total this whole is positive axis. Down only negative. If any portion is there in the down, there will be negative. But here it is not there. So from here it is positive x axis. The xg also, local xg axis also positive only. So positive r divided by 2. That's what here. So a1 y1, a2 x2. So finally formula, what formula you will get? a1 x1 plus a2 x2 plus minus a3 x3 is this portion. a1 y1 plus a2 y2 plus a3 y3 is this one. So x bar and y bar calculation. What is the formula? It should be a1 x1 plus a2 x2 minus a3 x3 divided by a1 plus a2 plus a3. a3 any minus should come? No, because all are shaded only. This all portion are shaded only. I need to calculate. So a1 plus a2 plus a3 is the formula. I'll put it again. So now see here, a1 x1 plus a2 x2 minus. Why I put minus? Because here x1 is positive, x2 is positive, but x3 is negative axis. Y axis left it is. So it is minus. Okay. So this all come positive, this all negative. It all depends upon the axis where it is falling, reference axis. Here the reference axis at the middle, y is middle. So here to here the distance y to yg is negative. Okay. Instead of that a1, y1, a2, y2, everything is positive because you see y1, y2, y3. So all the distance from x to x axis, it lies in the positive plane. But here all the y2, yg1 is in the negative plane. That is why it is minus over here. Any doubt, you please ask me now only, today only, so that you will get clarified by this problem.